What's going on, everyone? Klep Napier from WeAreCritiX.com, and today we're sitting down with actor Ricky He. That's right, he's known for his character Kenny and MGM Plus From. He stopped by to talk to us about Kenny and his emotional scene with Boyd and what we should expect in the wild season 3. And here's what he had to say. Check it out.
The
Ricky,
setup
what's
was
going on,
crazy.
man?
What's up, man?
Very good. I didn't catch that. What'd you say?
I said the setup was crazy. That was awesome
Thank,
back
thank you, man. I do this for you guys, though, man. Like, I want to make sure
then.
I'm representing from and everything you guys got going on. But listen, we gotta talk about Kenny, man. Oh man, Kenny, man. Listen, first of all, congratulations on season 3. I'm happy to see that Kenny survived season 2 and he's back with us in this. Talk to me a little bit about what you knew going in about Kenny this season. Any surprises that we've seen or any surprises that we haven't seen yet?
Um, Let me think. Well, so we really don't. We're kind of in the dark in between seasons.
Yeah.
And when we finished season 2, we a bunch of us went to LA for like a screening, and I in my head preparing for season 3. I'm like, yeah, he's kind of been through enough now. I'm kind of excited for Kenny to just like not be sad for a little bit. And then like I won't say who, but like, there were drinks around and somebody says to me, it's like, oh yeah, dude, we got some great stuff coming up for you next season. I'm like, wait, what are we talking about? Like, what are
The setup.
we, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then lo and behold, months later, when we shot season 3, I read the first 2 scripts and I said, all right, okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Kenny this season. Like, listen, man, and I talked to Catalina and I told her this season, like, straight crash lands right into our feels out the gate.
Mhm.
And Kenny deals with more loss. Spoiler for those who haven't seen it, but
Mhm.
talk to me about that emotional scene with you and Boyd. You
Mhm.
guys are out there in the woods, and you channeled some things, and I want to know, where did that come from for you? Because Kenny's being extremely strong this season, and I want to know where that's coming from for you.
Yeah. Uh, I in real life, like I'm a real life mama's boy. I love my mom.
Mm.
She's she's cool. Uh, and I try my best to respect her, but sometimes you raise your voice with your mom sometimes, and you're like, I'm an asshole. Uh, but we have a great relationship, and there's a feeling as I'm preparing for this that like yeah, my parents are getting old, and the idea of like losing her. Um, Before I really feel like I've lived up to my potential,
Yeah.
was crushing, man. And I think that's something that we can all relate to. And then also like over the course of like season 2, I had a little baby boy.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
so thank you, man. So now I got like a 1-year old at home and I'm away from home shooting season 3. And I'm just thinking like, man, I miss my son. And if like the material, I were to lose my mom, this boy
Mm.
would have to grow up without his grandmother, which is just like there's something about that was like really, really it was like it gutted me. And so it was yeah, it was really, really tricky work. And then when we got to shooting that scene at the tunnel with Boyd, um, a member of our crew actually like lost uh a family member the night before.
Oh man.
uh, like they got the call and they showed up to work, and there was never any option to do it in a way that wasn't real and honest. um, but with that in mind, it was like yeah, we're all here singularly to complete this mission, which is like to honor
Yeah.
this scene and this piece and like what he's going through in real life and what Kenny is going through right now. And so I think we all just kind of banded together to make it happen in a beautiful and meaningful way.
So it sounds like it was a real family event
For real, yeah,
for
yeah,
that. It really translates to the screen, man. I felt it. I was very heartfelt. But to be more lighthearted, let's talk about Boyd delivers a message, the final words of your mom.
hmm
And it was very complicated line. I try to catch as much as I could.
yeah.
How long did it take Boyd to actually nail that scene with you? Or
uh,
Harold, I should say, Harold.
well, yeah. Well, Harold's a pro.
Yeah.
But Harold's Cantonese is not like Don Cheadle in Rush Hour because that was crazy. Don Cheadle in Rush Hour, crazy Cantonese, like unbelievably good. But Harold's up there. He's up there, and we were lucky that we started shooting like in December, and then we took a quick break to go on vacation. So we already had scripts for months before we actually started shooting that scene. And so
Mhm.
by then he had lots of time to prepare those two lines. And so yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, that was. I kept thinking. I'm like running. I'm like, wow, he nailed that, and he kept repeating it to himself. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
wow,
yeah.
I couldn't catch it. I went back and tried to catch it myself. I could not do it. So shout out to Harold, man,
Yeah, yeah,
for nailing
yeah.
that. Eh,
Yeah.
what before we wrap up, because I know you got to go. What is something that what can the fans expect in this season, and when this season is over? Because I know every season the cliffhangers, the ending is always
Mhm.
how much more crazier can the fans expect this to get?
Uh, I've been saying this in a few of the other interviews. I think when this season wraps and we see the finale, I think fans are gonna be they're gonna be really pissed off. They're gonna be mad because it's just that good. Like it's so good that I think when the credits hit and the song's playing, you're just gonna be like, I have to wait like several more months for new episodes. Like, are you kidding me? Because there's just like episodes 1 and 2, crazy, right? Like the gravity of the
Yeah,
situation, the loss that we're experiencing, some
yeah.
answers are coming up, the mystery is like full fledged. Uh, and it only goes up from here. Like I've seen
Oh,
up to me personally, I've seen up to episode 6 so far, and it
hmm.
just not let up. It just, yeah, it's gonna be wild.
I'm exactly where you are too. I'm at 6 as well, and
Yeah.
it's already like whoa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
for all of you who are not on the train, I'm telling you now, From is the place to be every
Yes.
Sunday. So make sure you're checking out the next episode, episode 3, October 6th, from MGM Plus, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for talking with me, Ricky. It's been a pleasure again, man. Love it.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.